Hello, world history. I have not forgotten about you. It's just that your unit, the Industrial Revolution, it's really big, and I am trying to come up with a feasible way to present this to you, so that it's not this gigantic, really long video. So, what we're gonna do is you're gonna look at 01, and this is the presentation itself. I will, when I record my video for this, uh, break this down into 5 different videos. And I'm hoping that they are 20 to 30 minutes long. And it'd be great if they could be less, but you know how I go, how I am. So there's 5 parts here. We've got introductions, Great Britain, economic, the revolution itself, spreads, social and political consequences. So each section will have a short written assignment so that I can see that you are following along and understanding. If we need to, we can do Zoom meetings, things like that. I hate to try to present this through like Zoom or Google Meet, because if somebody can't make it, then they can't participate. Where if I record a video and put it up on Classroom, anybody can look at it at any time, and you can obviously speed it up or slow it down or whatever it is you need to do. And this is going to be the main way that I would like you to learn about the Industrial Revolution. However, there are other ways as well, because the Industrial Revolution is the Industrial Revolution. And so I've included your textbook in PDF form. So there's 4 sections, even though in the presentation I have 5. They don't necessarily correlate, meaning it's not like I took things from the textbook itself and then just added those to the presentation. I go in a slightly different direction, talk about some different things, but the material is essentially the same. Okay, so if you prefer to be a person that reads, and I know that some of you learn differently than others, the textbook is up. If you don't have a textbook that is at home, because I know some of you do, please make sure that that comes back to the school. One thing I wanted to talk about though is in the past people have had problems with the PDFs. So if you open the PDF like this is actually just a preview, and you can tell that by looking at the back. You can see background information. So even if you were to expand this to be the full size, this is still just a preview. So if you want to get the actual download, you click on the 3 dots on the top right hand side and you click open in a new window, and that will download the PDF for you, and then you won't have that problem. You can see the difference because, other than what you just did, you can see a background here and there's no background here. Okay, so if you want to use this and you can't get it to work for you correctly, that's what you got to do. Okay, if you want to just hear my beautiful voice and listen to the presentations, you can do it that way too. So the Industrial Revolution is an entire unit. It's pretty big. It's super important. You will get a test on this. It won't be a very long test. As I think you guys are well aware by this point, if you have things from the second semester which you didn't get turned in, or you have a grade on it which you don't like you'd like something higher, you have the ability and the option to redo anything before March 11th. So I would take full advantage of that if I were you. I have several students in 10th grade who have below a C minus. I have a few that have an actual E. Like, the way that the state of Michigan works for high school is you have to have a credit. In order to get a credit, you have to have a passing grade. For GEC, that passing grade is a C minus or above. For the state, it's above an E. I don't know if you're going to come back to GEC next year. I hope that you do. I really do. But like, if you decide that you're going to go someplace else, you still have to take world history and get a credit. So it would be incredibly beneficial to you to spend some time and get a passing grade. It's not that difficult to do, honestly. That's where we're at. So from this point forward, like, let's say you don't do anything. Well, is it going to count against you? Not for a grade, but whatever your grade was is where it will stay. It's really a bad option though, because you're going to go forward and you're supposed to be college ready, and you're also going to need at some point references and things like that, letters of recommendation. And if you're not doing anything during a time in which you could be doing something, then that says a lot about your character. And I mean, I'm not trying to preach to you or anything, but like, still, you're going to come up to me or Miss Shady or Mr. Meyer or Miss Kamaj, Miss Garcia, and you're going to ask us for things. And this is the time to make yourself stand apart. Be more than what other students are. I do totally understand that there are high schools right now that are giving their kids packets of information essentially to keep them busy so that it looks like they're doing something. And we at GEC are not doing that. We're trying to give you guys the content that you would have received so that you are prepared for next year when you're taking classes over at U of M and that you're ready. And that's what we're trying to do. So if you need to talk to me face to face, we can do Zoom. You can send me an email. I respond to those relatively quickly. I try to do it as fast as possible, but within 24 hours. Um, so that's where we're at. I mean, I know it really sucks. I mean, COVID-19. I'm glad I'm not sick, and I hope none of you or your family have experienced that. But this is really disruptive, and we're just going to try, and we're going to do the best that we can. Okay. So I wish you all the best of luck. Love you. See ya.